In this video, I will talk about sexual desire and mental well-being. I'm Professor Shania Rathod, a psychiatrist in the United Kingdom. I post interesting videos on well-being weekly on my YouTube channel. So please don't forget to subscribe and you will not miss out on the next one. Imagine this scenario. You crawl into bed after a long day, hoping for a moment of closeness. You shift towards your partner, resting a hand on his arm, a small gesture that used to lead to so much more. But tonight, they barely react. Not now, I'm exhausted, they mumble, turning away. You stare at the ceiling, frustration creeping in. It's not just tonight. It's been weeks, maybe even months. You wonder, what happened to us? I hear about a scenario like this many times because it plays out in relationships everywhere. Yet, we rarely talk about it. Sexuality isn't just about the physical. It's deeply woven into our mental and emotional well-being. Stress, self-perception, and unspoken feelings shape desires in ways we don't even recognize. But when we understand the connection, we can turn distance into closeness. So what happens when stress steals desire? We often think of sex as something the body does, but desire starts in the mind. Chronic stress, anxiety, depression, and mental fatigue act as invisible barriers to intimacy. Research shows that high cortisol levels, which is the body's stress hormone, can dampen libido, making sex life feel just like another item on the overwhelming to-do list. Sounds familiar? Well, you are not alone. Renowned therapist Esther Perel notes that passion thrives in spaces of curiosity and play, not obligation. Yet, when stress takes over, intimacy can become an afterthought. Instead of feeling drawn to a partner, exhaustion makes even a kiss feel like too much effort. The key isn't forcing desire, it's creating the emotional and mental space for it to flourish. So, what is the hidden language of desire? Mental well-being is the foundation of a fulfilling sex life. When someone struggles with anxiety or depression, their ability to connect emotionally and physically can suffer. The mistake many couples make is assuming that a lack of intimacy means something is wrong. More often, it's a signal that deeper emotional needs aren't being met. Relationships evolve. The fiery passion of the early days naturally shifts into something different over time. Comfort, trust, quiet moments of closeness. Life, with its endless demands, jobs, children, responsibilities, reshapes intimacy. Communication changes, and without realizing it, couples often drift into patterns of miscommunication where longing gets mistaken for rejection. Consider a couple where one partner feels unseen. Instead of saying, "I miss how we used to touch," they blurt out, "You never want to be close anymore." What would be the response? Defensiveness? Distance? A cycle of unmet needs. Behind many criticisms lies an unspoken wish. I want to feel wanted. The key isn't just rekindling passion here, it's learning to express needs with vulnerability rather than frustration. A simple shift from complaint to expression of longing can turn emotional distance into reconnection. How to reignite connection? Well, take one conversation at a time. Sex is a language, but most of us were never taught how to speak it. Many people assume their partner will just know what they need, or they express frustration in a way that pushes their partner further away. Instead of fostering closeness, this can create a cycle of blame where one partner feels rejected and the other inadequate. But true intimacy isn't just about physical connection. It's built on sexual candor, the ability to communicate openly and honestly about needs, desires, and emotions. Rather than saying, "We never have sex anymore, try this." "I love when you hold me like that," or "I miss the way you touch me." Small shifts in language turns complaints into invitations, creating room for connection instead of distance. At the same time, desire doesn't exist in a vacuum. Life's demands, work stress, parenting, financial worries can weigh heavily on intimacy. If your partner is anxious about job redundancy or overwhelmed with personal struggles, they may not be avoiding you, they may just need comfort, understanding, or even just a quiet moment to feel safe. Sometimes intimacy looks like deep conversation, a reassuring touch, or simply sitting together in silence. When we communicate with empathy, expressing our desires and our understanding of our partner's emotional state, intimacy becomes less about pressure and more about presence. So, let me tell you 3 small steps that may help you rebuild intimacy and connection. Let me know through the comments what helped you. First is check in and connect. Instead of focusing solely on intimacy, make a habit of checking in with each other emotionally. It could be as simple as, "How was your day? Is there anything on your mind?" And listen without judgment. This creates a space for vulnerability and understanding without pressure of talking about sex directly. Emotional closeness paves the way for physical and sexual closeness. Secondly, appreciate, don't expect. It's easy to take each other for granted, especially when life gets busy. Every once in a while, say something you genuinely appreciate about your partner. For example, "I really appreciate how you always make time for me, even when we are both busy and tired." These moments of gratitude build affection, which is softer, more organic way to nurture intimacy. Third is try physical touch without expectations. Touch can go a long way even if it's not always sexual. Whether it's a hug, holding hands, or just brushing against each other, physical connection without any expectations or pressure makes both partners feel loved and seen. A simple "can I hold your hand for a bit" can be a grounding gesture that fosters closeness even on a busy day. Sexual connection isn't about performance, it's about presence. When intimacy feels distant, start by asking, "Am I stressed? Do I feel emotionally safe? Have I expressed what I truly want?" With small shifts in communication, vulnerability, and self awareness, your love story can feel more exciting than any scene on a screen. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I have, the more YouTube gives me the ability to make more creative videos. Like it, share it, tell it. Tell it to all the people you know. And thank you for watching.